whoever has attended last session. A quick recap we'll do, because some people who have not attended last session, at least they will try to get to know what we discussed.
Laws behind karma.
Laws behind karma, right? So it was slide by slide.
Law of vibration.
Correct. So we basically understood the Newton's third law is very similar to the law of karma. But what is the difference between the third law, Newton's third law, and the law of karma?
Law of karma takes long time for.
Prabhuji?
It takes long time. It may take long time. Newton's third law is immediate.
Okay, that is may not be always right, but yes, law of karma, it has got its own time. But law of karma and law of Newton's third law, main difference is law of karma deals with the spirituality. There is a God force behind. Newton's third law, it's just an action and reaction. But there is no spirituality, God's hand in the Newton's third law. That's the major difference. Right? We dealt with this. We have seen some slides, if you remember, a famous Christian pastor who had actually a very tough time, right? You remember? Yeah, he wrote a book, When Bad Things Happen to Good People. What did he conclude in that book?
Shaitan is more powerful.
Shaitan is more powerful than the God. That was his conclusion. Right? And then we have seen some slides. Try to understand what is karma. Right? We also have seen karma is nothing but action and reaction, and karma is also widely accepted in all the religions. That slide also we have seen, if you remember. So, almost Christianity, Sikhism, Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism, Zoroastrianism, Judaism, Jainism, Taoism. Name any religion, directly or indirectly, every religion is dealing with karma. Right? This also we have seen several examples. And then finally we have ended up with some examples, especially some questions basically.
Common questions.
Yeah. Does nature function under laws? Right? Some questions we have seen. One second. Yeah, these are laws behind karma. And then what else we have seen? Laws behind karma. Yeah, what goes around and comes around. And we also have seen very important topic. Is karma impartial? Is it partial or impartial? Karma.
No, it's not.
Karma doesn't say that okay, I will affect in one way to a rich person and I will affect in another way to a poor person.
No.
It is completely impartial. It doesn't understand or it doesn't see any type of barrier. A person is there, a species is there, it will affect immediately, especially to human beings. To animals, does the karma apply? Does the karma apply for animals?
No.
No, why?
They don't have the intelligence that we
Free will is not there.
Correct. Animals have a free will, but they don't have intelligence to execute the free will. Intelligence is given only to human beings, right? So that is why when intelligence is given, God expects that you use the intelligence to use your free will in the God service. Right? That's a very, very important line that we have to remember. In fact, the basic foundation for karma, we already had it last week. And we also have seen that, rewards and punishments are important. If rewards and punishments are not there, reward means what? For example, someone gets a lottery. A big lottery, he gets crores of rupees. How does he get? Is really a mere luck that he didn't do anything in the past and still he is getting it? There is definitely a big contribution of his, some good karma that is giving him a lottery as a reward. Similarly, punishment. We have seen sometimes, during Corona time, whole family was wiped off. Whole family, father, mother, kids. The family doesn't exist anymore. People from outside, when we see, oh my God, what a sad thing happened to the family. But we don't know what they have done in the past.
collective karma.
Collective karma. Collective karma is also applicable, which we missed last week. Is also applicable. You see suddenly a flight coming down. Or like, a big natural disaster. Floods coming, washing out so many people. These are all collective karmas. A bus going to Tirupati uphill, it falls into the valley. All people die. But people will wonder, as a normal, non-devotees, we all feel like they're all doing a good thing. They are going to Tirupati. But why did the bus fall into the ditch? We cannot understand. It's a collective karma. God gathers people, so nicely that yes, now this has to happen to these people. But for us, it's very difficult to understand the karma. Today, I will give you a lot of examples to understand the karma, in more detail.